Peace and blessings, y'all. I had to reissue this episode because I had to edit a couple things and I wanted to add some stuff. And there's only been a couple downloads so far. It's early in the morning, so y'all still sleep and stuff anyways. So if you see or hear, like, you know, same stuff, you're like, I just heard this. I just add a little more to it, y'all. So that way I don't have to do like a whole nother episode later. Because I'm just going to watch basketball, the football game, and then just rest up. All right, y'all. Thanks for the, I apologize for any inconvenience. Thanks for listening. We're going to kick this episode off with a little music on this Black Friday. Packers got a good win last night. Had a great time with the familia. Yep, shout out Aunt Barbara. Shout out my mom. Shout out Nathan. Shout out Big Bro Ken. Shout out Nicole. We had a great time. Shout out Michelle. She's still in bed. All right, y'all. Let's get this going. This is Dave East. This is called Make a Dollar Dollar Dollar.
I don't know how we made it. But then there was no reason we shouldn't have and no reason we couldn't have made it. I'm just trying to make a dollar. I'm just trying to make a dollar.
That's right.
That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make a dollar. East side. Trying to make a dollar. Dice game robbed the G-spot. I'm just trying to make a dollar. Little 22 with my Reeboks. I'm about to take a dollar. Philippe Chow, I'm trying to take a model. You ain't bulletproof, you can't take a hollow. I pray to God I get to play tomorrow. I'm just trying to make a dollar. The streets deep, bring your swimming gear. Dolce and Gabbana if I'm clicking near. Fuck with the bouncer talking, let's get in there. I'm from the border, I see the water so crystal clear. 40 belows, I feel like Bishop. Got your thought gargling cock to stop her hiccups. Pull up on the block and don't get out, I'm doing pickups. If you had a top 5, it's time to change your list up.
There are a lot of people who would say that you shouldn't be playing the first time at a place, not mess around with the region.
Well,
Because you know what can happen, sir.
oh yeah, I know.
You can bring something like that into this world or across from wherever it comes from. And you can put your Ouija board away and it won't matter because it's in.
Right, yeah, once it's done its full transformation, crossover.
Y'all ever heard of Bragg Road? It's supposed to be like out in Texas. It's supposed to be like a haunted road or whatever. Some dude like lost his head or whatever on a railroad accident. And then supposedly there's like this flashing light along this 8-mile road on Bragg Road, Texas. It's supposed to be haunted. We're listening to that, these ghost stories. That's what we chose to go to sleep to tonight.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Cold World's podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode, videos, clips, and music. Be kind to others, do something nice for somebody you don't even know, and most importantly, be kind to yourself and true to yourself. Have a blessed day.
Peace, y'all. And if you like what you're listening to, spread the word.
Tradition now is to come meet, get bundled up, have some beer in the morning, and it's an amazing being drunk by 10 a.m.
No, it ain't. It's 5:32 in the morning.
they're interviewing, we're watching Channel 12 News. They're right next door. They're at the Lakefront Brewery, camped out, waiting to get their hands on limited beer. 5:30 in the morning. They've been drinking all night, man. Go home and go to sleep.
It's starting to snow out here at Lakefront Brewery. Okay, any of the beers you're looking forward to the most out of the four?
I just usually the one that they're traditional, their Black Friday release is usually really good.
That white man don't care. He looks like he ain't even washed his face. He got boogers all in his nose.
It's fun to enjoy them a year or two down the road.
Amazing. Dave, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it. As you heard, there are 4 different beers that you can get here at Black Friday. The sales, they go on at 8 this morning, Jared.
Shout out Madison Moore, though. This is her last day on Channel 12. Yeah, Dave's giving dudes fucking my name up with that Dave guy. That was that white guy's name they were interviewing. Yeah, it's cold out there, too. I just let the dogs out. It's freezing. They must have just got over there. Yeah, it's too cold to be out there drinking beer. They got fire going and shit. All right, y'all. We hope everyone enjoyed the episode. You know, I had a lot more conversation from our Thanksgiving, but, you know, can't put everything out there. You know, I just wanted to highlight and just have some conversation with the family and let y'all in on a little bit of that. You know what I mean? So I hope you enjoyed that, and back to the episode. Thanks. Peace and blessings, everyone. It is Friday, November 29th, y'all. Yeah, it's Black Friday, too. So if you're going shopping and shit, get up. No, but it's Friday. Happy after Thanksgiving to everyone. My family and I had a really good time last night. Had a good conversation. We stayed away from politics. You know what I mean? As a family, we just do that. So we stay away from politics. We just talked about the holidays. We talked about my nephew Nathan making a basketball team. Really excited about that. It's so awesome seeing that little man grow up. He's like a little man, now he's like a young man. You know what I mean? It's so awesome. He's playing basketball. It just made me reminisce to back like when me and my brother were playing basketball. You know, that's my brother's kid. He has 2 sons, and yeah, so they're both doing well. But Michelle and I are looking forward to going seeing him play this coming up Tuesday. Yeah, so we had great food, great conversation. Yeah, so we hope everyone had a great time, you know what I mean, if you celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday. And I just think it's important to spend more time with family, you know what I mean, more than ever before. You know, especially with how the world is, it's important to stay close to your family. It really is, because those are the people that you can trust the most. In reality, at the end of the day, your family is the most important thing, because they're going to always have your back, you know, 99% of the time. Anyways, so Packers got a win, too, yesterday. Shout out Green Bay Packers. They're 9-3 now. You know what I mean? And just want to say good morning, everyone. Michelle's still asleep. It's 4:10 a.m. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night. As a matter of fact, I missed the second half of the Packer game. You know what? And I'm not exaggerating one bit. That is only the 3rd time since I can remember watching football that I've ever missed any part of a Packer game. Well, there were 2 other times. Once when I was like really young, and then there was one of them, I think it was in 2015 when Michelle and I won our survivor pool for the NFL. It was the night the Bears had beat the Packers. It was on Halloween. As a matter of fact, I think that's, as I pour coffee. Oh yeah. That first cup of coffee in the morning would be hitting. Yep. Shout out Collectivo Coffee. Go get you some of that. But other than that,
So I won't keep rambling, but yeah, the coffee's hitting. Yeah, but we had great family time yesterday, and we hope everyone did as well. And shout out to my family that I, didn't get a chance to see yesterday or whatever. Love you all. Love every and anyone in my family. Love you all. And yeah, so I'll say peace and blessings again. So enjoy today's episode. Enjoy the music, the content, the clips. And go do something good for somebody today. It's Black Friday, so maybe do your good deed for the week or whatever, and hook somebody up with a gift or something, a little, early gift. Just surprise somebody. Be like, yeah, I just wanted to get you a little something before the holidays, just to say I appreciate you or whatever. You know what I mean? Whether it's a friend, a co-worker, an acquaintance, a family member, And let's make sure we're checking in on our people, too. Because it's easy to believe that, everyone's just doing great and just, you know what I mean? Because life happens, so, you're not constantly talking to your people all the time like that, so, and we just assume everyone's all good. So just check in on people from time to time. You never know, it might make their day or their week or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because as human beings, we need contact. Human beings, we need contact. You could have the most selfish, loner type person that doesn't like being around anyone else. They still need people. Even if it's just one solid person that they need. We all need somebody. I'll drink to that. But yep, so we got leftovers. We'll be eating leftovers for a couple of days. I don't do leftovers after Saturday, lunchtime. I'm good. It's a wrap. Yeah. New charges against Colorado dentist. I'm looking at the news. James Craig accused in plot to kill the detective. Damn. Dude was going to kill the detective that was working on the case. Wow. Yeah, he was desperate. I guess he didn't want to go to prison. All right, y'all. Wow. They found this missing New York couple. They've been identified. So I guess they vanished while they were driving home from Florida in 1980. Damn, I was a little kid back then. Yeah. So they've been identified. You know what I'm saying? That DNA is real shit. That DNA is basically the equivalent of you being on camera in a way. You know what I'm saying? Once they prove that shit is yours. Although I will say this, and I'm not challenging DNA. Not challenged, I'm just, I'm not a scientist and none of that shit, so, and what I'm about to say may not even make no sense, but I guess it's just a general statement, and just how, just how DNA just came out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. Just think about that. In the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and shit like that, and I don't know exactly when DNA started coming out. I'm going to say maybe in the 90s sometimes, maybe around, I'm going to guess. But just think, it went from, just imagine, policing had to be very, very difficult back in the day now that you think about it. They didn't have all them cameras they had now, all the technology, the DNA. So back when you were a cop, back in the day, or a detective, you really had to grind. You really had to do work. You couldn't count on DNA. You couldn't count on, you know what I mean? Wow, yeah. But DNA's come a long way. But I was just saying, just notice how it just came out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it was oh, we found a way to prove that somebody was here, even though they weren't. Yeah, there's spit on the ground, and yeah, I know that it's his. I know for sure that it's his. Yeah, there's spit on the ground. Yes, that's definitely that woman's. She lives in California. This crime was committed in Boston, but that's hers. Yeah, that's her saliva on that soda can. I know it is. Yeah, so you know what? And then they just tell you that, and you're just supposed to just believe and go by that. I'm not saying it ain't legit at all. I'm not saying that one bit. I'm just saying, like, basically the point I'm trying to make is how, like, shit just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And then it's like, as people, we're just supposed to believe and trust that, DNA is this new thing, and it can prove any fucking thing, and it can say that you were here, blah, blah, blah. Like, does DNA ever not work? Does DNA ever, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I'm just challenging stuff, I guess, this morning, but I know I'd want DNA to be relevant and helpful to me if somebody did something to me or mine. You know what I mean? And there were no eyewitnesses and nothing like that, so trust me, I'm not shitting on DNA. Because one day it might end up, being helpful to me if something happens to somebody in my family or something. I was just making the point of how, like, it just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And it's just like, dang, like, really? Like, you can do this and do that and then literally say that somebody was there. And say that that is literally his DNA. And, like, it can only be his. Or only be hers. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just things that make you go, Alright. So I'm going to get myself cleaned up. I'm going to take me a little shower, finish my coffee, sit down and work on some content. I got some editing to do and stuff like that. And, because we had conversations and stuff like that for Thanksgiving dinner and stuff like that, and with the fam. So I want to add a little bit of it, but just, make sure that I'm not putting anything in there that, people don't want to say, or they don't want, to be on over air saying. Not that we say anything that we shouldn't be, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You got to respect people's privacy and just make sure that everything's legit before you air it. That's all. I think anyone that works on podcasts or any kind of recording, you know that. And, yeah. So I'm going to get going now. And so enjoy the Black Friday football game today. Yep, at 2 p.m. there's a football game. And then there's a basketball game starting early today at 11 a.m. So, yeah, it's just going to be a sports day. Oh, one last thing. Y'all saw that Bears game? I was watching that game, because I'll be doing the DraftKings lineups and stuff. So I was watching that game. The end of that game, you got 30 seconds left. Between you and the coach, you don't call a timeout. I don't get that. I've never seen that in my life before, and I've been watching football for a very long time. I've never seen that. The only thing I've seen, like, where, the clock is run out is if, let's say there's like a big play, let's say there's 40 seconds left or something, you make a big play downfield, you have no timeouts, and then you got to run all the way up there and try to get set and spike the ball, and you run out of time. I've seen that happen. But not where you have 30 seconds, you're in no rush, you have a timeout, all that shit, and I was just like, I've never seen that, ever. Not in college football. Well, I don't really watch college football that much, but I've never seen that happen in the NFL, college football, high school football, none of that. That was nuts. That's fireable. That is a fireable offense. Yup. All right, y'all.
Yeah. You know what time it is if you don't check the clock, motherfucker. All of my niggas on that hard shit. Homie just came home on that yard shit. Tell them rappers blowing a dick like a cartridge. 20 deep up in the club, ain't no mob shit. That gang in your video lane, bodega shit. Guns by the video games, in the poppy or the Aki store. Yeah, that shit fully loaded, what you cocky for? They ain't out there boxing, what you rocky for? Keep it moving, you won't get slugs in your body with no movement. I ain't got time for no cuffs or no bullpens. Fuck a state and the federal charge. Keep Cali weed, never had a medical card. Yeah, you don't know I'm wicked when the mic is on. Spit on the paper that you was writing on. Stab his tongue with the pen on the grind till I get the driver that comes with the bends. You could expect death, it comes with the ends. And a double course cause it comes with your friends. So I do the brotherhood all to the end. Go. If I gotta kill a nigga, I'ma make it look sexy. Nigga, suplexed on your neck if you ever try to check me. Yeah, shooting like James, pick one, yeah, LeBron or Jesse. Look, I never really gave a fuck. Never had, never will. Lost touch with niggas that gave me a better feel. Curved a lot of offers, gon' get me a better deal. I'm focused on my craft, just letting this cheddar build. I'm getting bread, bagging down bitches. Getting head, stand up nigga that grind. Never sit in bed. They don't show support, they want you to give and say. Since they after your paper, might as well give them leg. I'm from the streets, so I'm used to this shit. Stop saying your homie poppin', no he used to be lit. I'm on Fifth Fat wildin' like I'm boosting this shit. They ain't worried about Mickey's, they just goofing this shit. Facts food, I'm that dude, can't fuck with me. Act rude, that cat fool, who won Friskies? Get a nigga shot at the bar, who won whiskey? Spin a nigga dead in the air, who won Frisbee? I'm a Harlem nigga, downtown, yeah, they had bars like prison, that shit is child now. I'm calling the shots, I'm someone to down now. These niggas is wild, throwing the towel, clown. If I gotta kill a nigga, I'ma make it look sexy. Nigga, suplex on your neck if you ever try to check me. Yeah, shooting like James, pick one, yeah, LeBron or Jesse. If you try to fuck with the block, we gon' leave this shit messy.
She doesn't, you know. But,
so my guys.
thank you.
Oh, I could have put our, it with our to-go container.
Yeah. Oh, here. Is it in there?
Right there.
Yeah, that one there. Oh, that's what I forgot. Yeah, so they're subtle, you know, but cranberry. I know, and your cranberry. David thought it was a candle. He was going to pick it up.
I did. I almost was going to light it.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot to put that on my plate. Well, then you can take some home. I have some. Remember I told you I bought some because I just had a taste for it. So I have about a half of that thing to go. I have something. One more thing. Oh, it's coming, all coming next week.
So I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Sitting here with my family, my Aunt Barbara, my big bro Ken, Nicole, my nephew Nathan. Mom, I love you. She's upstairs. Michelle's over there. This is the Cold World Podcast, and this is how you celebrate Thanksgiving. Anyone want to say anything? Happy holidays. That's Nathan. Congratulations, Nathan. He's made the basketball team. We'll go see him play Tuesday. Little point guard. So proud of him. And he's got a gift coming, too.
And kind of your household. So
open it. No, open it.
Open it.
Like, wow. Like, thank you. Oh, that's a nice gift.
In a pillowcase.
Thanks.
Let's see what he got. What'd you get?
Oh, your Christmas.
Oh, nice. Paris, New York.
New York, and London.
You been to all those places, bro?
Yeah. He's a world traveler.
Fifth Avenue, New York, Paris,
So
London.
Cool. That is so beautiful.
What is your favorite place you've been to so far, Nathan?
New York.
New York? Love New York. I can't wait to get back there. Maybe one of these days we'll get to go again. Maybe when I get off.
You will.
We have your other pillow on this bed. The one you made last year.
The Christmas one? Because the last time we were there.
That's very cool. Oh, I love that. I love the,
and it matches his room.
the back of the...
You made that. The material. Yeah, I found I made one for Lisa for Christmas.
Light that shit up, Nino. Let's go, machine. I'm hungry all my life. I'm hungry. Hey. They ain't tell you that the ghost is hard as fuck. Dump like a garbage truck. Told you that these rappers is trash. Think they trying to get me back in the mask to lay on them, do homework. Running this home and spraying on them. Ain't doing that same shit, but doing that gang shit. Told me I'm about to eat. I can meet on my St. Nick's up a seasoned vegan. I'm not the heathen to bang with. I'm in 6th gear. Who you gonna get in this lane with? If it's family money and smoke, yeah, that is my language. Not whole partner, but you on some dame shit. In the mirror, all day, and that is some lame shit. And I ain't wanna judge, but it fills me with anguish. It's that champagne shit.
I always got a section, been a wavy nigga. They watch me since a kid and need a babysitter. Soon as you start to shine, niggas get shady with you. Some niggas in your mom's crib like your baby pictures.
A hospital worker witnessed a terrible sight. It would be the first case in the world where DNA evidence helped find the killer. Narborough, England, a quiet little village of about 6,000 residents, where violent crime is almost unheard of.
It is something you expect to happen in a city, not in a small village community.
15-year-old Linda Mann was a typical teenager, quiet but popular. She liked school and enjoyed being with friends. On a cold November evening, Linda left her home in Narborough to walk the mile or so to her friend's house. When Linda didn't return home by midnight, her frantic parents called the police. Early the next morning, her semi-nude body was discovered along a secluded footpath known locally as the Black Pad.
Let me show you what white privilege looks like. You know, we're talking about, you know, when Latin people and black people, when we talk about white people having white privilege, and then some white people act like they don't know what the hell that means, or they act like that's just some shit we made up. Here's a perfect example of white privilege. So this pastor, this a white fella, he looked like he's probably like in his 60s. He was convicted for sexually abusing two women, but the judge only gave him 90 days in jail, y'all. Only gave him 90 days in jail, y'all. Here's another one. These are all legit, too. I'm not making none of this up. Y'all can go look it up by the names. Dakota County District Judge Ann Offerman is the one who sentenced him to 90 days. White lady, white fella. So the pastor, convicted for sexually abusing two women, only got 90 days in jail. And it's a female judge that's doing this case. Then I got one more here, y'all. So this is Darren Christopher Abbey, 41 years old, white thug, criminal, loser, self-described white supremacist, charged with killing a man in a tent. Dustin Yersims, it's I guess the K is silent, it's Kjersems. So Dustin, this is the Dustin is the person that got killed. Dustin Yersims' death in October was initially reported as a bear attack after his girlfriend found his body in a tent. Darren Christopher Abbey attacked Dustin Yersims. Wow. First with a block of wood, stabbing him in the neck with a screwdriver and chopping him with an axe. Damn. The white supremacist said he did not report the fight because he had a felony record. He acknowledged taking a cooler of beer and guns from the crime scene and then returning the next day to look for a beanie he believed he might have left there. Wow. Dude went back to get his beanie and shit. He told investigators he also took 2 cell phones and items out of Jersen's truck. Charging documents say. Wow. DNA on beer can helped lead suspect in brutal Montana campsite killing, sheriff say. So they got dudes' DNA off a beer can and shit. I got some audio here too, in case y'all thought I was making this up.
As you approach the site, you realize someone was staying.
We're getting new details on the investigation into the
from CBS
killing
News.
of a Montana camper. Police initially... We're getting new details on the investigation into the gruesome killing of a Montana camper. Police initially thought this was a bear attack,
We'll go get a
but they
cigarette.
now say it was murder. And there's been an arrest. Carter Evans reports.
When Dustin Yersims was brutally attacked and killed at a Montana campsite earlier this month, friends who found him thought he'd been mauled by a bear. But as investigators combed the crime scene, they say the evidence suggested murder.
The detectives collected DNA from a beer can inside of Jersum's tent and sent it to the Montana State Crime Lab.
Gallatin County Sheriff Dan Springer says that DNA on the beer can was a match for 41-year-old Darren Abbey, who was out on parole at the time of the killing and was later arrested.
This individual confessed to the murder of Dustin Jersum.
Investigators don't have a motive. They say it was a chance encounter while the suspect was looking for a place to camp for the night.
As he approached the site, he realized someone was staying there. He stated Dustin welcomed him to the campsite and offered him a beer. At some point, this individual struck Dustin Jersum with a piece of solid wood, stabbed him in the neck with a screwdriver, and ultimately hit him with the axe.
The Sheriff's Department also noted several items, including an axe, shotgun, revolver, and cooler, were missing from the scene.
This individual removed items from the campsite he believed had evidence that could tie him to the crime. This is the behavior of a guilty subject who thought they could get away with murder.
Earlier this month, Jersum's sister described her younger brother while choking back tears.
We lost our brother, our son, our uncle, our best friends, and our dad in the most unimaginable way.
Good morning,
he was
Chewy.
A loving, helpful, and adoring father who in no way deserved this.
Listening to this crazy story about this crazy-ass killer white thug. What you think about that, Chewy? Send him to prison. All right, y'all.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. This is DVJ and Michelle, and you've been listening to the Cold World Podcast. And if you like what you're hearing, spread the word. Show us some love. Let people know. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, do something good for somebody and always remain teachable. And until the next episode, peace.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Cold World's podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode, videos, clips, and music. Be kind to others, do something nice for somebody you don't even know, and most importantly, be kind to yourself and true to yourself. Have a blessed day.
Peace, y'all. And if you like what you're listening to, spread the word.
Economics got paid off of trees, and Dr. Dre made the chronic. If you know the Locks, you know they always do their music. When they do real classic lock shit, Starspeed's gonna go first, Sheik Lou's gonna go second, and Jadakiss gonna give you that ankle leg and body that shit. Now, they did it exactly like that. Starspeed goes first. Let me break down some of Starspeed's bars for you. Check this out. Starspeed went in like this. I got Bush academics, a little Reaganomics, got paid off of trees, and Dr. Dre made the chronic. Got drug dealer dreams, then I figured I had a wrong sleep. If I die or do 25, then it's on me. No, they call the track Isley Money, and they got the Isley brothers all over this shit. Salute to Ron Isley, Mr. Biggs, you know what I'm saying? They sampled that shit on the beat, and I'm talking Alchemist, we go make it style type beats, you know what I'm saying? This shit is so dope. You see what I'm saying, guys? No, the beat is so legendary, that's gonna make the song a classic, and then they went in with the bars. Oh my God, no. Back once again, Trip.
Shout out Wild Fork. Meat and seafood market.
Probably her.
You'll never see or hear niggas like this again, my niggas.
It used to be a fist full of dollars, bag full of fish scale, all for the fiscal. Let the Hemi fish tail. When that work hit the block, it's a big sale. And we got them semis tucked. We ain't laying shit field before it had juice spots. Used to want to shoot cops, riding in the 5, knocking all lives by Tupac. Pull off in first, let it chirp in second. Re-up on the 31st, need work by the second. I'm a ghetto celeb, it's all authentic, low cash and fame. It's the real epidemic. I got Bush academics, a little Reaganomics. Got paid off for trades when Dr. Dre made the chronic. Got drug dealer dreams, then figured I had the wrong sleep. If I die, I do 25, then it's on me. Now I got the juice. I get the bricks money out the boost. And the real fuck boys get the juice. Ghost. Eyes, big money.
Hey yo, there's one of the monkeys now, nigga. Hey yo, you can't be quiet when you hear us. You get excited, nigga, like, woo, your motherfucking boys is back. Came a long way from hustling crack. Hide in my pack, me and busy bagging up. When niggas was tagging up, ran graffiti on the wall. I was killing them all like... Went from corners in the elevator to having fun to dropping 50 on the navigator. In 9.5, 2 Rangers barely knew how to drive. When at a high yellow sky dweller tell me the time. And only a certain amount, you probably riding around. Listen to our shit right now, like, I'm glad these niggas from my town. Let's go.
Eyes, big money. This big type shit. Yeah, your whole life's in your handheld. They say these new kids are smarter, I can't tell. They ain't come out with a drug that I can't sell. Keep that money on your mind, but you can't dwell. Nah, show you what that metal do. Build your brand up, get your revenue.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Cold World's podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode, videos, clips, and music. Be kind to others, do something nice for somebody you don't even know, and most importantly, be kind to yourself and true to yourself. Have a blessed day.
Peace, y'all. And if you like what you're listening to, spread the word.
Hey, ladies. Hi. Gee, I wish I could sew like that. Go catch chicken and breakfast.
Hey, do you girls have any plans tomorrow night? I hope.
Why?
Why? Because it's my night, and I'm going to have the world's most gorgeous girl over for dinner.
Oh, Jack, thank you. You're so sweet. But I think we should ask Chrissy, too.
It's Nancy Norwood.
Nancy Norwood?
You know her?
Yeah, she's a stuck-up, conceited snub who only thinks of herself.
Somebody tell me how the bar is open. Somebody tell me how the bar can be open at 6 a.m. That bar is open. I just drove past it. It's a bar open, dog. At 6, it's 6:12 in the morning. It's the bar open already. But grocery stores can't stay open all night. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to holler at y'all about too, or just put y'all up on some game. I mean, y'all, I ain't putting nobody up on no game. It ain't like I ain't telling nobody nothing they don't know already. So let me redact that statement. But you know what I've been noticing? I noticed, because I go to the store pretty often. You guys know that. And I'm noticing, like I bought a box of cereal, right? The peanut butter Captain Crunch. Yes, no, it was about a week ago almost now. I ended up throwing the box of cereal away. But anyways, I'm here at work. Now I'm in the parking lot. I got 18 minutes before I got to get in there. But yeah, I noticed at the grocery store, right? I bought a box of peanut butter Captain Crunch. That was the hardest cereal. I literally almost broke a tooth off. One of my tooth is chipped. But I literally opened that box of cereal, poured a bowl. It was like I was eating a bowl of rocks. I'm not exaggerating. That cereal was so hard. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just let it sit in the milk for a while. I had it sitting in the milk for at least a good 5 minutes. That shit was still hard. I ended up pouring a bowl of cereal out and throwing the box away. My point is, I wonder if places like over order things, they over order items and stuff, and then the shit doesn't get sold, and then they either change the date on it, or they just leave the shit on the shelf, and hope people just grab and buy. Because, you know, a lot of people grab and buy. They don't really check dates. They just grab and just throw it in the cart. You know what I mean? And I think that's the reason why some people might be getting sick, too. You know, a little stomach could be messed up. I think these companies and stuff, they'll be ordering stuff to the grocery stores, and I think sometimes they'll be ordering too much. It doesn't all get sold, and then the shit just sits there, and they just sell it. They leave it out on the shelves. Because there's been stuff, too, before. I'm like, damn, like, where I bite into it, I'm like, man, like, is this old already? Like, this, it tastes borderline stale already. Y'all notice any of that? Just saying, just pay attention to that. Because I know they've been saying just all kinds of goods, just products and stuff. A lot of companies are saying that they over-order stuff and that they have a lot of product left. That's why you see a lot of places now. I know Target just said, I saw a thing online this morning. It's a legit article, too. They're saying that Target is, you know, busting out a lot of deals and sales for the holidays, giving people, like, big deals on stuff because they, like, have over inventory. They got way too much stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that crosses over from food to just, like, all kinds of stuff. Because, you know, these companies ain't into the business of losing money, so they'll just continue selling it. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I think that's why some people be getting sick sometimes. And they'll be thinking it's from other stuff. It'll be that bad food they're eating.
You wouldn't have a match, would you?
I hope Mr. Furley doesn't buy that puppy.
Why not?
Because he doesn't allow dogs in the building. I'll see if I can find him for you.
All I'm asking is for you to stay out tomorrow night so you get my signal.
Oh, what signal?
The big smile on my face.
You're disgusting.
What happened to me? Oh, hi. Who are you?
The name is Leo Moran.
I just remembered I left you sitting here, didn't I? Who is he? Oh, Janet, Jack, I'd like you to meet,
Leo Moran.
You know each other?
Chrissy, why is this man here?
I'm looking for an apartment. You see, I got kicked out of my old one.
Check this story out. This is so this white lady, I'm gonna just call her racist. A racist New York State judge. Her name is Erin P. Gall. Erin P. as in Piper Gall is facing removal from the bench after threatening to shoot a group of black teens at a high school graduation party. Let's see. I got audio here too, y'all. Her name is, she's a New York State judge. Her name is Erin. That's E-R-I-N as in Nancy. P as in play. Gall. G-A-L-L. She's facing removal from the bench after threatening to shoot a group of black teens at a high school graduation party, y'all. Let's listen in.
Get off the front property.
Right, but they're not.
If they did, they'll be arrested. Or they'll be shot on the property.
Well, I'm just letting you know that.
Because when they trespass, you can shoot them on the property.
What?
No, I'm just saying.
Wow.
You got to get these keys so we can get these guys out of here. All right, I'm just saying. I don't know if you got any more flashlights laying around. Keys. They were snuffed one and they lost a whole set of keys.
Guess what? They're not going to find them. You're going to come back tomorrow to find your keys. You got to leave.
This video is 2 more minutes.
Get off the property.
The car? No.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll hang out at the car. All right. I'm gonna.
No, done. You're done. Get off the property. And that's Judge Gall. I'm a fucking judge. I'm telling you, get off the fucking property.
Go in at the car.
No. Done. I don't give a fuck. You tell your mother you were on a property that you were supposed to be at. Go. You're done. You're done. Get out. Officers, you gotta tell them to get off the property.
Right, but they're not. They got nowhere to go.
I don't care. They can call an Uber.
I asked them to wait.
Call an Uber. They're not gonna find any of this right now.
Go to the car.
I mean, Jesus, that's fine. I need a haystack. Get off. You can figure it out.
We're gonna look, man. We have no idea.
Get off the
They could be
property.
across the street. You wanna go? Go hang out up in the road at the car.
Get off the property. There's a fight here. I don't want anyone on the property. If I have to clear it out, I will. They're not going to find keys. They'll find them tomorrow. I'm not looking for keys. Guys, don't look for keys anymore, please. I don't care about this kid's fucking keys.
I do. So
I don't.
It's not even your house. Chill out.
It's my jurisdiction, though. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Don't laugh. What's your name?
Capelli.
Capelli. Okay, I'll make sure. I mean, seriously.
This punk ass white lady judge. See her throwing her weight around and shit.
So did all the adults giving all these kids booze. So what do you want?
What was that?
So did all the adults giving these kids booze.
You don't even know what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just.
I'm not disrespecting her because she's a judge. I'm disrespecting her because she's being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? She's mad that it's black kids. That's where the true anger is coming from. You know what I mean? And aren't judges supposed to be like the standard? Like even more than a cop? You know what I mean? Because they're the final hammer when you go to court and all that. When you're getting sentenced and all that, shouldn't they be setting a better standard? Instead of saying she's going to clear the area out and shoot people if she has to. I don't want to go in front of someone like that I already know hates my guts even before I sit down in the courtroom. Yeah, that's crazy. I hope they do get rid of her. Life's about decisions. I got in trouble for the bad choices I made. She should too.
Chill out, all right? Let's chill out. Let's get rid of them, all right? They're going. Still looking for his keys. He wants to get his car out of here. You don't want to hear all day, right?
I don't care. Pull it. Give it a ticket.
We're trying.
Give it a ticket. It shouldn't be
We're
there.
trying. That's why we're looking.
Kelly, this is ridiculous.
If somebody says, hey, I found whatever.
I'll call you if I find it. Yes. But I'm not looking for a key.
The car started. Obviously, the best case scenario would be if the key turned up and we had it and we gave it back to them, they won't come back here looking for it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, if they come back looking for it, I'll call you when they're on the property. Because you want to find them on the property, I'll call you when they're on the property. Oh, if they did, they'll be arrested. Or they'll be shot on the property.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because when they trespass, you can shoot.
The scenario would be if the key turned up, they won't come back here looking for it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, if they come back looking for it, I'll call you when they're on the property. Because you want to find them on the property, I'll call you when they're on the property. Oh, if they did, they'll be arrested. Or they'll be shot on the property. Because
you heard what she said. That's a judge. That is a judge talking about shooting people. That was a white lady. This is the LOX 25-year anniversary of Money, Power, and Respect album at Urban Plaza, New York City. Shout that out. Let's see what they're talking about.
Hey, yo! This crazy niggas is high, y'all. Excuse me. Asshole. Fuck it up. I smell cash. Oh, you got me a drink, O's? What we doing, Tech? I got a question for New York. How many people out there got that Money, Power, Respect album? So let's take it to your kiss. Who I win?
I got a question for white people. Because, you know, on Thanksgiving, things get a little cultural, like with far as food, mac and cheese, like it or not, ham, turkey, dressing, stuffing, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stuff. But this is a question for white people. Why do y'all put grapes in stuff? Like, grapes are supposed to just be eaten just like, you know, you pick a grape up with your hand, you put it in your mouth, you eat it. But why do y'all put it in food and stuff and, like, cut it up and chop it up and just, like, why? Why is that? Because to me, like, you can't even taste the grapes once you start putting it in, like, food and stuff. So, like, why is it in there? Because you can't taste the grapes. You're not going to be able to taste the grapes. If you're putting it, if you're combining it with other foods, how are you going to taste the grapes? What is the point of having them in there? Yeah, I don't get that one. I do not get that one. And it's called dressing, not stuffing, y'all. You know, Thanksgiving's over with now by the time, well, it's Thanksgiving Day, but I'm saying by the time people listen to this, Thanksgiving will be over. So I'm keeping that in mind, too, as I'm talking. But, yeah, our Thanksgiving today kicks off at 4. We're going to go over to my mother's house. There's going to be like 8 or 9 of us over there. We're bringing some desserts and good vibes. Probably bring over a nice little playlist or something over there. You know, a little jazz, Christmas, R&B, little mix. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just wanted to say, I hope everyone is going to have a great Thanksgiving and had a great Thanksgiving, because you'll probably be listening to this episode after Thanksgiving's over. Yeah, this is going to be Friday or Saturday's episode. So, yep. So when you're listening to this, it all makes sense. Anyways, so just enjoy your family. Stay safe. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to say a shout out to people who aren't celebrating Thanksgiving, or it wasn't a great Thanksgiving. I got to speak in past term too as I'm talking about it. But yeah. But anyways, our Thanksgiving is gonna go good. And if you're listening after the after Thanksgiving is over, pardon me, I'm watching TV too. I'm watching a parade if I sound like occupied. But yeah, so basically, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and upcoming Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. So I think more than any other time, I know it's just as long as since I've been alive. You know what I mean? This is the most important time to make sure you're being around family and all that stuff and just supporting each other and making sure everyone's okay and stuff. You know, your close family and friends, especially just like what's going on in the world and stuff, and you know what I mean? More, if no other time, it's most important for us to love on our family and stuff and make sure that we're all good. So with that, enjoy the holidays. Stay safe. Be vigilant. You know what I mean? Because there's always crazy people out here and shit like that. Because there's going to be a lot of people, you know, doing holiday parties, gathering, doing stuff, parade, all that kind of stuff. So just make sure you're safe. Keep an eye out for stuff. You know what I mean? Just have your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings, that's all. So we can all stay safe out here. All right, y'all. Enjoy the holidays, and we'll holler at everyone soon. And thanks for listening to this episode, and we'll get back to it. And like we always say, enjoy the music, enjoy the clips, enjoy the content. And yeah, back to the episode. Sorry for the long rant or whatever you want to call it. Peace, y'all.
We've experienced so many things in life together.
Baby.
Yeah.
What are you thankful for? I'm putting you on the spot. Michelle's in the shower. This is art. You know, that's one reason why we're so authentic and original. And all the pets are in here, too, now. What are you thankful for? Just a couple quick things, baby, on the fly.
I'm thankful for my family.
Yes, exactly.
Number one.
Yep.
I'm thankful for my career.
Yep. But you've been killing it.
Yeah.
You've been at that place forever.
Forever. Right. And I would have to say I'm thankful, to be alive.
Yep. To be breathing air.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll tell y'all what I'm thankful for real quick. I'm thankful for my family, too. That's number one. Like Michelle said, yep. Family. Thankful to be healthy for the most part, you know what I mean? And thankful to be breathing air. I'm thankful to be breathing air. And everything's temporary. If anyone's got something well, not, but for most things, they're temporary. Any kind of pain or suffering or whatever like that is usually temporary. So you're going to get through it.
Unless you have a life sentence, everything is temporary.
Right, exactly. Yep, unless, that's what I was saying, about 95% of the things that we worry about, that we stress out over, that we think is going to be like life-ending, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, I think the majority of the things that we worry about, whatever it is, don't end up formulating into whatever it is that we're worrying about. Like the fear doesn't end up happening, actually. Whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Or they're fixable.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Most problems are fixable.
Most problems are fixable, yep. And, yeah. So we're just going to be with our families today. I'm trying to talk a little louder because the shower's running. Hi, guys. Chewy and Charlie are sitting here just chilling with each other. Marley's chilling on the window out here, laying on her little stoop. Yep. All right, y'all. Back to the episode. Yeah, so those just a few things. I put her on the spot. She's in the shower, but yeah, you know what I mean? Family, friends. Oh, I'm thankful for sports, too. I'm thankful for sports. And I'm thankful for these NFL and NBA pools that we got into that we're about to win.
Niggas bust the Glock, who the fuck would want it? And anything I say I mean, anything I spray I clean. I'm living off my old dreams. Kill niggas, hold the block down by all means. Niggas moving with a money machine. This shit is deep that I don't need to sleep to have me a dream. It's a funny game. Watch how them gangsters played. I've been doing dirt since Anita Baker's day. Cause niggas will shoot soon as some papers made. If you had you some hope, watch how the faith will fade. But niggas will die soon as the eighth is sprayed, you know?
Most of the family Christian, but most of the homies Muslim. Me and him be talking while I'm puffing, so I'm nothing. This is my dream when I'm asleep, that's reality. No formalities, back to the essence gradually. I don't trust religion, it's a few people mad at me. See me on the other side where we can build happily. I stay low, but I roll so high. I don't need new friends, some old ones die. I seen a dollar bill could make close friends part to fly. Love Lucha Kiss, those both my hearts. Brothers from other mothers, other fathers, but same father. Put the hoodies on, fuck the umbrellas, let it rain on us. We can tell you that the sun gon' shine, but if you in the dark alley, the chrome gun gon' shine.
Baby, I was just watching this thing. It's like a parade or whatever. And they were talking about like stuff that they eat or whatever. This lady was talking about a meal she made. Why do white people? I ain't trying to make it racial. I'm talking to the people that are listening. I'm not trying to make it racial. I said this earlier, but like when Thanksgiving rolls around, cultural differences do end up coming out in like the food. You know what I mean? Like dressing versus stuffing, just whatever. Just
but there's a reason why that one is when it's stuffing, when it's in the bird dressing, and it's separate. That's all.
But we call it dressing though. We call stuffing dressing though, and white people tend to call it stuffing. This is the question I had though. Why do white people put grapes in stuff? I'm noticing, and I ain't even trying to be funny, but I just kind of started noticing that over the last couple of years. Like, to me, just for me, and I know we're all different, so for me, when I think of a grape, like, because grapes aren't very, they don't have a lot of taste to them as it is. So, like, for me, I think of a grape, you pick a grape up, you eat it, and that's it by itself. But, like, when you start putting it in food, like, it already don't have very much taste, so like, how are you even going to taste it? It's almost the equivalent of biting on a rock almost. That squish, like, I don't get that. Like, why put it in food? Like, what is the point of that? Because you can't, it's not like it's adding flavor, because grapes aren't very flavorful to begin with, so what's the point of that? I'm literally asking.
I know,
is it for texture, or?
Maybe, like Puerto Ricans put raisins in their rice.
Do they?
Yeah.
Ugh, why do y'all do that? Well, white people put raisins and grapes and all their. Yeah, that's other one. I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of raisins, why do white people put raisins in salads? They put raisins in everything. 3 bean casserole. I'm like, what? Why are there raisins in here? Like, they'll just be putting stuff and stuff. It just don't even be making no sense, like, kind of. Is it just tradition? Or, like 3 bean casserole, what is that? That stuff is horrible. And then it has no taste to it. It don't. It really don't. It really does not. And, like, everything, what's in that shit? Onion soup, green beans,
fried onions.
And fried onions and what? That, man. So for me, and like with the turkey, I'm hearing a lot of people saying that turkey isn't like a main part of Thanksgiving. That's BS. I love turkey as long as it's made right. Y'all start cooking the turkey in the plastic bag like my mother does. It comes out moist. And ham. I'm hearing this from black people, white people, Latin people. I'm hearing this one too. This is some new shit to me. I'm hearing black people saying, why is there ham at Thanksgiving? We've had ham at Thanksgiving since I can remember. I've been hearing that just from random black people. Not a lot, but I've been hearing that. I'm like, what? Y'all don't eat ham at Thanksgiving? I thought we've been eating ham at Thanksgiving forever. So what's up, black people?
But I think that's new. I don't think it's race-based. Because I've heard...
Well, I'm not trying to make it race. I like cultural, I guess. Because, just saying that, like, as different people, we eat different stuff. So I'm not trying to offend nobody. Like,
I'm just saying, I've heard a lot of white people at work saying they have turkey and ham. And then I was like, we never had ham up until recently.
That is true, you're right.
Because we had such a small gathering, my mom wasn't going to make 2 entrees.
Yeah, that don't make sense, right?
So maybe that's why, like, larger families, instead of making 2 turkeys, they do turkey and ham. I'm sure that's why.
Yeah.
Because it's like, remember when your mom used to host it at her house and there were like 25 people there? Well, you can't get a turkey big enough for that, so you have to have ham, right?
For sure. Yep, good point. Good point. Yep, what Michelle said. That makes the most sense. Yeah, but I'm just hearing, okay. So for me, though, my favorites are ham, turkey. You know, and that's the thing. People are like, well, like I'm hearing all races of people talking about how the turkey is dry and all this and all that. I'm like, but man,
it's really tricky.
But if you just throw gravy on it, problem solved. But some people ain't a gravy. But like that's the ultimate fix. You can't throw a little gravy on it, and that's not even an issue. Yeah. So why do we even complain about the turkey being dry when you can just throw a little gravy on it?
I'd also rather have it dry than be undercooked.
Yup, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yup. All right, baby. Yo, wait.
Like the bigger the bird, the harder it is to not dry it out. Because you have to...
You got to cook all that. It's got to be cooked. It's got to be cooked. Well, yeah, that plastic bag that Mom was doing with the turkey them last few years has been hitting. That turkey is coming out so moist. Man. Oh, and then this is the last one. I've been hearing people saying how they like... I'm talking about all races of people talking about how they like... that sliced like turkey that you get from the store, like almost like lunch meat turkey almost. Better than Thanksgiving turkey. I'm like, what? I'm hearing everyone. I heard a white dude say today that he don't eat he loves mac and cheese. He said, because they were doing a thing on the sports show, it was 3 white people and 1 black dude. So the black dude was talking about the mac and cheese and all that, and how like if they had mac and cheese, it would change their life, blah, blah, blah. 2 of the white people were kind of just falling back because they could see the cultural stuff going. And then the other dude, that Kyle Brandt dude that does the sports stuff.
The guy that was on MTV.
Yeah, he even brought it up to the black dude. He was like, I know there's cultural stuff when it comes to Thanksgiving. He was like, but I don't do the mac and cheese. If you want to do the mac and cheese, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'll eat mac and cheese at your house yesterday and tomorrow, but I don't do it on Thanksgiving. But if you want to, I'm like, dude, shut up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. But it's okay for you to want to eat turkey. He said he would eat turkey every day, but not mac and cheese. But then say someone shouldn't be eating mac and cheese every day. But then wants you to eat turkey every day. Kind of like how a lot of times white people, and I got to just say white people because you guys are the majority. Not you, baby. I'm saying because you guys are the majority. So it's hard to be like, use another race of individual because they're not the majority. So, you know, I always have to end up reverting back to white people. I'm saying like, so like when white people, like when you guys are talking about, you guys expect everyone just to know your stuff, right? And just to be in tune with everything like Friends. Like everyone don't watch Friends. Everyone hasn't watched Seinfeld. Everyone doesn't listen to Guns N' Roses. Like, you can't be in a like they'll be like white people, they'll be so like out of touch sometimes. Yeah. They could be in a room full of all black people and be asking people if they watch Friends. You didn't see Friends? Dude, we don't watch, black people don't watch Friends. Have you saw Living Single, white man? What's that? It's like when we ask them if they're familiar with our things, it's kind of like, never heard of that. Don't know what that is. But if you tell them that you haven't watched Friends or that you don't know what Seinfeld is, it's almost like, what? You don't know what Friends is? You've never watched Seinfeld? Like, everyone does that shit. It's like they don't appreciate that there's other people that watch and do other things. Yeah. You see what I mean? It's kind of like it's just like they go around and just, it's like everything is kind of in their wheelhouse. So when someone talks and says something different, it's like, they don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
That's why some white people get super uncomfortable. If you throw them in a room full of black people, they wouldn't know how to act. You could almost see their uncomfortability. But if you put a black person in a room full of white people, he'll be able to chill and feel normal. Because we've experienced white spaces and been around white people enough to where we ain't going to feel all uncomfortable. We'll be able to talk, like if they bring up Friends, we'll be able to be, or like they can bring up Aerosmith. I know Aerosmith. Guns N' Roses. I know Guns N' Roses. Anthrax. I don't listen to Anthrax, but I've heard of them. See what I'm saying? Like if they started having conversations about that stuff, I'd be able to still hold my own. I'd be able to participate in it. Versus if it was a white dude and full of black people and they started talking about LOX album, dog, you ain't heard it. The white guy wouldn't be able to participate. He'd be like, who's LOX?
Have you heard of suicidal tendencies?
I have.
Whoa.
I have. Ask me another one. I'm serious. I'm being serious.
The Dead Milkmen.
I have heard of that. Couldn't name you a song.
Ex-Cleavers.
Have not.
Okay. I mean...
Anything. It could be a movie, music.
I wanted to say my parents watched The Neighborhood and that new Wayans Brothers or Wayans Father-Son show.
That one's on now? How is that?
They said it's okay, but they said, like, The Neighborhood is funnier.
That's the other thing, too. We're talking about a lot.
You
The Neighborhood?
That was going to last, did you? And now they're in their 7th season or something.
I didn't think it was that Neighborhood was going to last because I didn't think that white people were going to have an appetite for it. But you see, they have white characters on the show.
Right,
though. If that was all black cast, it wouldn't be lasting those 7 years.
But like they make fun of each other's culture and whatever, like, and they can still be friends.
Right.
You know, like they have differences, but they're friends.
Yeah, they gotta have them 2 white characters on there though. If that was all black, do you think it'd be lasting 7 years by now? It'll probably maybe ran 3. It wouldn't be 7.
I mean, I think Cedric is funny.
But like a lot of people don't even know who Cedric the Entertainer is, though. Most white people don't. They know him now because he's. But even then, someone that I'd be willing to bet dollars donuts. Even a white person that is a loyal watcher of that Neighborhood show, I bet you, once that show is over, whenever its end, a year after it's over, if you were to ask the average white guy that watched that show, hey, you remember The Neighborhood? You remember that show? You remember who the lead character is? He probably wouldn't even remember. Oh, the one guy, the black guy, the older, he's funny, wears a hat. Yeah, him. Yeah, I can't remember his name. He's very funny. That's what's so fascinating about the Cosby Show. But they didn't talk about race. They didn't talk about race.
They talked about it historically.
Right, I'm talking about they didn't talk about
everyday
right.
issues,
And
yeah.
so they knew to be careful of that because white people ain't trying to hear that. And they all had to be doctors and lawyers and they had to be, you know what I'm saying?
Like they were so upset when Denise didn't want to go to college.
They had to be familiar, like white people had to be able to relate to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby, he had to be a doctor. The mom had to be a lawyer. Why couldn't Theo Huxtable, why couldn't he have been a bus driver? Why couldn't Claire have been working at Walmart? I'm just making up jobs. Or why couldn't the dad have been working at Walmart? Why couldn't the kid be failing in school? I mean, Theo, there was that one episode where he was fucking up. But, like, other than that, you know what I'm saying? Other than, like, for the most part, the kids were good. They did stuff that all kids do. They lie. They get into things and sneak in shit. But other than that, they sneak out or whatever. But, like, stuff we've all done. I think there was an episode where there was a smoke and cigarette situation. There was an episode where Theo... he had a joint. He said he was holding it for his buddy or whatever. But, like, other than that, you know what I mean? They had to be perfect. And you know Bill Cosby thought of that, too, when he created that show. Just, when you're creating, he was thinking that mind. This is going to be on NBC at 7 o'clock on a Thursday. We're leading prime time. There's no way that shit could have been like the Parkers. You know what I mean? They'd have been like, what is this? Can you imagine a family full of white people watching the Parkers? They have nothing in common with them. Just the banter, the dialogue, the way all that, they'd be turned off by that. If you notice the Cosbys, they were just very well spoken. They had the great jobs. In the penthouse or whatever, they had a nice ass place in Brooklyn, New York. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything was perfect. They had to make it applicable. Is that the word? To white people. NBC, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Come on. Who's watching? The whites. Price. Price you can afford. Yep. Colonial Penn, goddammit. No, I'm just playing. She said, I'm 54. What's my price? Yeah, but anyway, so when y'all hearing this episode, Thanksgiving will be over. So we hope everyone ate good, avoided political talk, and all of that. Yep.
If you're age 50 to 85.
Up next, Martha Stewart's pie prep. Michelle loves the hell out of Martha Stewart. I think you like her organization. Yeah, she is a boss. Shout out Martha Stewart. She is. And she went to the joint too. She knows how it is. Yep, shout out Martha Stewart though. I think the thing I like most about Martha Stewart is her organization. She is very organized and very I think more than me. So,
everything's labeled.
Everything, all yeah.
It's just my dream life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Happy Thanksgiving, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. I'm watching football today. 3 games today. Packers play tonight. They play Miami. But like I said, when y'all are listening to this, the game will be over. There's a game on Black Friday, too. All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoying the music in the background. That's a little Miles Davis and John Coltrane. Yep. All right, y'all. Peace. And whatever day it is you're listening to this, thank you. Oh, you know what? Let me go over the list real quick. Let's see. Let me show y'all. Let's see who's been checking in. We haven't done a stat check lately. Let's see on the stats. Stats. Okay, so for the stats. Woo, we closing in on them 4,000 deloads. So for the world, well, besides the United States, obviously, we have over 200 downloads from the United States just this month. We got downloads and listens from Switzerland, Australia, Belgium, my fault, Canada, Germany, and Portugal. So that would be worldwide to me, right? Not on a large scale, but that's worldwide. And then we got, obviously, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Georgia, Virginia, New Jersey, California, Texas, Arizona, Maryland, Michigan, Missouri, New Mexico, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Minnesota. Shout y'all out. Thanks for listening. Yeah, appreciate y'all. And, back to the episode. I think we're going to be putting our Christmas tree up, too, in about a week. Yeah. Looking forward to that. And then we bought the movie Christmas Story. That's my favorite Christmas movie. I bought a Christmas Story puzzle. I'm going to start doing that, too, in a couple of days. All right, y'all. Peace. I'll let this Miles Davis and John Coltrane play for about maybe 45 seconds or something. I think the people like that, me and you, we were talking about that last night. We agree on about 78% of stuff.
But it's healthy.
It is healthy. You can't agree with somebody all the time on something. That don't make sense. That shit would be weird. That'd be like if you were saying something and I didn't agree with it, and I was just like, okay. Like, what is that? But we hear that a lot out here.
But you have to be comfortable to be like,
that's
true. I feel differently. And that's okay.
Yep.
Like, I'm entitled to my opinion just as much as you are.
Exactly.
So, like, if we don't agree on something, we don't agree on it. It's not like, I'm going to break up with you. We don't agree that it's partly...
It's over. You didn't agree with me? We're done.
You don't agree with me that it's cold outside.
Yeah, stuff like
come
that.
on.
Exactly. All right, Chewy. Oh, they're talking. Let's see.
How about a train on the street? I'm not used to it, but the bottom line is this, guys.
Shout out Harry Enton. He's down there in New York hosting a little Thanksgiving parade. It's raining. It's raining out hard. It's raining real bad.
Data reporter Harry Enton. That's what Jimmy Fallon just said as he went by. Because it could only,
he loves data.
Be you.
Who doesn't love data? Of course, it could only be me. I'm the only guy who would dress as a turkey and eat a turkey. Yes, everyone loves data. You love data, John Berman. Everyone loves data.
And fried data turns better than roasted data, it turns out, too, on Thanksgiving Day. Harry Enton, thank you very much. Keep doing what you're doing, I think. We just saw a Santa float go.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. This is DVJ and Michelle, and you've been listening to the Cold World Podcast. And if you like what you're hearing, spread the word. Show us some love. Let people know. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, do something good for somebody, and always remain teachable. And until the next episode, peace.
To have Thanksgiving dinner with a pure 100% white bread family, top to bottom. Everybody in the house is white. Nobody's
See how this goes.
This is Bill Bellamy's old house, and the white man bought it because he loved Bill Bellamy's dance school.
This looks like a house.
Shout out the YouTubes. This is off the YouTubes. This is black. These three black dudes are about to go eat dinner at this white family's house for Thanksgiving. So we'll just play a couple minutes of it. It's a 30-minute video. I'm going to just play about maybe 3 minutes of it, y'all, if you're interested. And let's just see what happens. We're watching this together. I just randomly pulled this up.
Bellamy bought with his How to Be a Player check, but then he lost it.
I'm sure there's some type of hidden tragedy lying in that house. Maybe it's an omen, or maybe the house is buried on an ancient Indian burial ground. I don't know.
That's a journey, man. We come in peace. We come in peace. It's just three black kings. Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Steve.
I got my boys. This is Sling.
Hey, so is this the first time you had Crips in your house?
Yeah.
It's like a family of like 8 or 9 white people, just so y'all know. All right, peace. Back to the episode. This shit might be funny.
Hey, can I tell you?
Hey, Plum Trust?
These kids already got cars and they ain't nothing but like 10 years old. I already told homeboy I'm staying in the back for like the next 4 or 5 years.
Cozy.
Cozy. You got a 2-parent home. You know, all the kids got the same mama and the same daddy.
What?
You know, he look like he want to be here too. Yeah. Are your kids in a musical group? You got a bunch of silver shoes on the ground.
This is really Never Neverland.
When I walked in, I saw the shiny shoes they got over there by the staircase. I thought they was in a group.
But not like to where they all are just foul in your face. I've been in a house where like 3 kids is upstairs and they on PlayStation and just don't even talk to you. They just kind of stare at you. But these kids be in your face.
Smoke yours.
Good old Thanksgiving parade.
I don't usually watch the Thanksgiving parade in my own home. My mother.
I haven't been nervous this whole time.
It almost reminds me of early colonial type stuff where they just invite us into their house. Real nice people.
I'm really thankful that we've had this opportunity to host you guys here. It's been totally a blast.
I'm eating my plate. I don't know what Slink and Mo doing. They just took it upon themselves to start feeding other people, and that's just not how we get down in my house. You know what I'm saying? Every man for himself.
So now that you've seen our Thanksgiving traditions, are you going to be watching the Macy's Parade and the National Dog Show every year?
Yes, since we came over here and enjoyed this, enjoyed your traditional Thanksgiving dinner, next Thanksgiving you have to do something.
Are you going to invite us to your house?
I can do that.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. This is DVJ and Michelle, and you've been listening to the Cold World Podcast. And if you like what you're hearing, spread the word. Show us some love. Let people know. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, do something good for somebody and always remain teachable. And until the next episode, peace.